Taking Control with Dr. Josh.
Many people do it. You may be one of them. You make a New Year's resolution, but every year you fail to stick with it. Joining us today to explain how to succeed at any resolution is UAB psychologist Dr. Josh Claypo. Thanks for joining us as always.
Sure, Stephen. Good morning.
This is the million-dollar question this time of year, and it seems to be an annual problem. People make these resolutions, and a few weeks, maybe a month in, they just totally blow it. Why is that?
Because we rely on that thing we call motivation and inspiration, and we think that that is what's going to carry us through. And the problem is that while inspiration and motivation are important, you need more than that to get you through to be successful.
So it's not about committing and sticking to it.
It is in part, and I've got 3 things this morning though that will help add on to that inspiration and motivation that'll actually get you to success versus being here again next year and having the same resolution.
All right, let's go and look at those tips you have, because they really are very, very helpful and simple.
It's very simple. The first one is about making your resolutions specific. A lot of times we get caught up and we say, you know, I'm going to be healthier in the new year, I'm going to have better relationships, I'm going to save money, and that's great. But that doesn't give you a roadmap for success. You have to turn those resolutions into functional actions. So things like, I'm going to go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for an hour. I'm going to save $50 off my paycheck every month. I'm going to spend one night a week with my spouse extra in order to improve our relationship. The more specific you make it, the research shows, more likely you are to succeed.
Very good. And you talk about being honest about your motivation.
Yeah. Look, we get caught up in the New Year's resolutions. We make lots of resolutions, and the reality is there's a bunch of them that we probably don't actually want to change. Be honest with yourself. Pick something that you really want to change, because most of us have more than one thing about our lives that we want to change. Pick one that you're committed to, that you feel like is important, and the ones that you're not so sure of, leave them aside.
And you also say it's important to be realistic. I mean, shooting for the stars maybe isn't always the best idea.
It's okay to shoot for the stars, but if you're saying to yourself, I don't think I can get there, now you're saying to yourself, I may be a failure. It is much better to be successful and then move on to the next resolution than to go for something, fail, and then have that feeling that, you know, I wasn't able to make it. The more realistic, the more likely you are to succeed.
This is a pretty simple game plan to help people get through the process.
Game plan plus inspiration, and you're good to go.
My goodness, I've set some resolutions secretly right now during this segment. I appreciate it.
We can talk about it later.
We'll get back with you, let you know if they work out.
Sounds good, Stephen.
Lee.